everybody, it is Lori Bradley and I am here in St. Louis, Missouri today, and I'm in my new office, fancy office location. I had to move out of the living room because the Christmas tree is in my usual spot, and I couldn't move to the bedrooms because the two older boys will be home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and so I set up my new fancy office on my table in my bedroom. So the room is clean, so that's good, and I get to sit next to my Christmas tree that's in my room. So that's a bonus. Today I'm going to show you a couple of things, a couple of classes. I have three classes coming up, but I'm going to show you some sneak peeks of two of them. The first one that I'm not showing you is my Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack, which is an in-person class on Friday, December 6th, and those emails will go out hopefully by tonight. The second one I'm going to show you is a tag class, and that one is online only, and it's going to be a Zoom class. And so anyone in the United States can do this class, and I'm going to show that to you. It's a fun class. It's going to be 24 tags with the stuff to make extra. So that'll be super fun. And then the other one I'm going to show you is my card class for, it's not going to be a card class though. My class for December is going to be a gift packaging class. And so I'm going to show you a fun sample that we're going to make for that. So let me turn you around here. Let's get going down on the desk and make some stuff, make some fun stuff. Thank you if you are here today. Thank you for joining me. It's a little crazy around here as per usual because, you know, all my life is crazy. Yesterday I had a dishwasher leak. My husband is out of town, and so anyway, it's all good, right? We're all good. My brother-in-law may show up during my live. He's coming to look at my at the dishwasher, or not the dishwasher, actually. He does fire and flood restoration, and this definitely qualifies as a flood. So okay, let's make a fun little packet. Let me see, are we here? Yeah, there we go. All right. Our fun little packet will be a fold, and it's from Delight of My Art, and that's Deb Smeek, and I believe she's in Michigan. And it's a fun thing, and my friend Kathy found this online for me, and she's like, this is so fun. And so she actually made this one and did change the measurements a little bit. I'm just going to do the standard version, but it's made, you can make 3 out of a piece of cardstock. Hi Monica, how are you today? It's cold and windy here. I assume it's cold and windy where you are too. And this one, I just put some tea bags in. Like if you have a little gift that you need, we're going to put some tea bags into there. So let's make this. All right, Monica, you're good at making choices. So would you like to see green or red? My other one was a little definitely red. I've cut all kinds of pieces here, so I'm ready. Would you like to see a green base or a red base? And if you don't have an opinion, then I can answer in a couple of seconds, and I'll just wing it. But I think I might go red again. But here's my designer series paper that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the back side of the polka dot, so it's going to be the stripe. Let's see. I think that makes the red stand out. So let's use the red. All right, I need my trimmer. And we're going to score this. Yep, good and cold. That's what I thought. Although I don't think good and cold go in the same sentence, but that's just my own personal preference. All right, I've actually scored it. I already did this. But when you score it, let me score the green one so that you can see. I'm going to score this. Okay, green. Okay, well, let's do green then. All right, so we're going to score it at, and this is garden green, by the way, in case you are watching. All right, so we're going to score it at 3 inches. I need to open this because we're going to go all the way across. We're going to score it at 3 3/4, 6 3/4, and 7 1/2. Super simple measurement. If you have them all on the, if you still have them on your cardstock, you could cut it at 9 inches across the bottom and then score all of them at one time so you don't have to score all 3 separately. Okay, so you think the red? Okay, so we'll do red. All right, so I'm going to fold this, and we're just going to fold it so we know where our fold lines are, and you can kind of see how this is going to work. the bottom, and then the top. So this is what it's gonna look like. This is also big enough. I think you can put the little Ghirardelli chocolate squares in there. I think that would be super fun. I have not worked on changing the dimensions, but you can see that the one Kathy made is a little larger. And so I think you can just play with those dimensions. I just haven't had the chance to do that yet. All right, so when we open this up, our designer series paper is gonna go on this flap and this side. And so I don't have a directional piece of designer series paper, so it doesn't necessarily matter, but if you did have, you would want to make sure that you do this as the up and this is the down, so that the flap gets the right, because if it was, let's see, that one doesn't work. If it was a pattern that had trees on it, you don't want your trees to be upside down. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so we're gonna do it like that. We've got our pieces ready. I'm just gonna use a little bit of liquid glue, not a whole lot. I'm gonna get that ready. If you're nervous about your patterns and how they would fit on there, or how they would, you know, the direction, then you could wait till it's assembled to put those on. It's just a little harder to do it that way for me. Okay, so my paper is 2 3/4. This one's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and this one's 2 3/4 by 3/4. So I just cut it a little longer and then cut that 3/4 of an inch off. Whatever's easier for you. I like to just make one cut and be done with it. Oop, I touched my paper. All right, so we have our designer series paper on there. Okay, so we're ready for that. All right, now I'm going to take, I have a 3" by 6" piece of white cardstock, and this is where we're gonna make the gusseted side. This is where we're gonna make the accordion fold on the side of our container. So I have, it's at 6 inches, and I'll show you why it's at 6 inches. 3 inches is the height, but we are going to score it at every 1/2 inch. So a 1/2, and then at 1, and then we're going to go 1 1/2. And I'm doing this the wrong way. I knew that looked funny. Good thing I brought another one, right? Look, I have a second one. Goodness gracious. Okay, so now we're gonna score it at a 1/2. Good thing I can count by halves. And again, this one's gonna double, so this is gonna make 2. 1 1/2, 2. Make sure you use your scoring blade, which is the lighter one, and not your cutting blade, and 2 1/2. So 1/2, 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2. Then I'm gonna turn it, and I'm going to cut that at 3. So we literally just made both of them at the same time. And then I can put my trimmer back here. All right, and I'm going to fold these just like an accordion, back and forth, like this. Okay, there's one. Looks like the little, there's a local taco chain here called Mission Taco, and that looks like the little taco servers that you get at the Mexican restaurant. So we're gonna do that. Okay, now we want the mountains. We want the mountain side up. And then you can use tear and tape, you could use your seal, you could use Seal Plus. I'm gonna use the liquid glue because I'm a nervous Nelly. You probably noticed that. And I wanna be able to place it properly. So we are going to line this up with our edge of our top. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. It's going to look like we have little bat wings. Now it's a little trickier to do the second part because then you have to line up both sides, but make sure we've got that. And you all know I'm using the liquid glue because so I can scooch it around a little bit to make it straight. Okay, so we have our bat wings. Looks a little funny. Now we're going to put glue on the outside of this. I'm going to bring this fold up. Actually, I'm going to push it all the way down. Make sure you can see that. And I'm going to bring this up so that it is along that edge. So we have the accordion fold on the side. Looks super fancy, but it's pretty easy. All right, so we have that side. Then let's go ahead and finish this side, and we will put glue on there. I'm not putting anything heavy in here. I will say that this particular size, a gift card does not fit. We tried it. But the cute little, I guess I should put all my folds together. There we go. Whoa! Sorry. Okay. New place, new location here. Hopefully the lighting is good and you can hear me okay. If you can't, please let me know, so I can find a new location in my house. But I think this location is okay. Okay, so we have our box. Now we want to close it. And I have various, I cut deckled circles. That was just a simple version. So I need the white for the inside so I can stamp. I'm just going to put for someone special, and that is from the Sentimental Wishes bundle. And I'm looking for my stamp that has disappeared. Oh my goodness. Maybe we won't stamp. My ink pads are right here, but my stamp is not. So let's well, let's see if one of my other stamps here will fit on one of the other. It doesn't. Oh my goodness. This is a problem when you are, I was going to stamp for someone special. So you know what? Look at this one and you can see what it looks like. Okay. Where is this stamp that is not on my table? Heavens to Murgatroyd. Okay, like I said, this is a problem when you are not where you normally are. Alright, so we'll wing it. Let's see, does this fit? If this fits, we're going to go with it. It does not fit on that one. Alright, so we're going to stamp this in green on red, and let's see if this works. If it doesn't, then I will go get my other stamp. And I'll just hang on for a brief moment. I didn't cut the biggest size in white because I knew my inside was white. Okay, let's see if this works. Goodness gracious. Alright, that's pretty boring, actually. Don't you think? I think that's kind of boring. But we can jazz it up. We can jazz it up. Alright, so this one's just going to have one circle. And that one's too big. Okay. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Okay. So we're just going to use one circle and we'll just decorate. This stamp came from the Sentimental Sled bundle, and unfortunately I didn't really need that here, but okay. Alright, so we have the lid. We want our lid to stay closed. So we're going to kind of eyeball it, see where that would fall, and then we're going to put dimensionals right at the bottom of the lid piece. And it's pretty wide, so I'm going to go about there and there. And I'm going to use the big dimensionals for this one just so it's a little bit beefier. And then this goes down pretty far. We don't want to put the dimensionals on the lid, but we want this to be our little clasp. Okay, so we've got our three pieces, our three dimensionals that are going to hold this on here. And we put those on like that. And then that will hold our lid. It's like a little slide tab you can hold your lid. All right, so then let's use a little bit of decoration. Let me close my ink pads so that I don't, get all the craziness. Okay. And I'm going to add a bow. Actually, I'm not going to add the bow because I'm not sure I'm going to leave that like that. So, but I will show you the gems. These gems are the iridescent faceted gems, and they look like little snowflakes. So, my class in December, that is the gift packaging class, will include the supplies to make one of these, or two. I haven't decided yet. It'll include some paper, it will include gems, and it will include a roll of the baker's twine. So there's that class. You can look for that email soon. I will also post the link for it coming up. I'm really bummed about this one, but we'll make it work. I'll post a picture of it when I fix it to my liking. All right, so let's move on to class number 2, which is actually my third class of December. Actually, yeah, my third class of December, and we're going to make gift tags. And I don't know if, when you opened up your catalog, if you noticed, I don't think I can screw these up, if you noticed the Joyful Images ephemera pack. And I've never bought these, I've never used them, but they are so cute. And my friend Sue in Canada, so if you're watching and you watch Sue's videos in Canada, she's Sue's Paper Creations, she posted some fun little gift enclosures. Let me show you these. Actually, these are mine. I made them myself. And so there's squares, little 3x3 squares. Here's little note cards. These could easily be hole punched right to and from on the back. Attach it to your package and go on your merry way. Then we have little 3x3 cards that you could do and give as a little gift, or with your gift. You could put it in your bag. And then I die cut some tags, and all of this, the only thing I stamped was these words right here, and you wouldn't have to stamp anything really. I've cut red, real red, white, and garden green tags, and I used all the pieces from the ephemera pack, and I made 24 tags. I used less than a half package of dimensionals. I'm going to show you what I used. I used actually less than a half pack of the ephemera pack. I used less than a half pack of the dimensionals and less than a half pack of the gems. So this one, this class you'll make 24 of these cute little enclosures and tags. Thank you, Kathy. I thought they were so cute. And this one is the foil gems, and I'll show you those. But let me show you how quick and easy these are. And this is the pieces that I have left. This is the half pack that I had remaining, and the first half. And there's still pieces to be used. I just didn't use them all. And that's the hardest part of this, is deciding which of the things to use. So I'm just gonna make one of each for you. So I'm gonna lay these out. The big ones, I used the Forever Plaid embossing folder. And so those pieces would already be ready for you in this class. And then I've got 3 tags. I just did one of each color because I thought that was fun and easy. Green, red, and white. And then I've got 3 3x3, and I've already attached the plaid to all of those. So I'm gonna lay those out on my table. You probably can't see them all, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna open up my ephemera pack. And there's also sayings that go with the ephemera pack. Let me show you these. This is on page 15 of the September to December catalog, the Joyful Images ephemera pack. But there's also the joyful sayings that you could also have. I'm not going to use those for my class or today, but you could use the words. There's also a pack of tags. You could easily make your own tags and just punch those right out. They're a thin cardstock. All right, so literally, I'm just going to punch these out, and there's no right or wrong. I'm just going to start laying them out on my papers. I will say there's a couple that are smaller, like the holly leaves here are smaller. So I'm going to stamp those, but you could easily figure something out and not have to actually stamp. Whatever makes you happy. I did notice that I used the poinsettia leaves on my one. Let's see, you probably can't see. Let me scoot these up just a little bit so you get a better picture. The poinsettia leaf was a little bit small. And so when I put that right on the center, it wasn't very, it was kind of, whatever, kind of blah. Let me find it really quick. And so what I did for that one, what's it called? I took, oh my goodness, it's right here. There it is. All right. This piece right here is actually a piece of the ephemera. So I'm going to do another one of those because I think that's so pretty. And so I literally just popped that piece out, glued it across the bottom, and trimmed the edge. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. Let's put a wreath. This one is a little long for these tags, the trees. So on that one, I had just cut off the edge. And that's super simple. I don't think it's very noticeable. You can do that. All right, let's go with this big reindeer. I like the reindeer. And then, like I said, the hardest part is deciding which pieces to use because they're all so cute. I'm gonna use this one, which is kind of the orange and cinnamon sticks, and I'm not sure what that little spice thing is called, but we're gonna go with it. Maybe tree. I mean, literally, I'm just gonna lay these out and put them on here. Okay, actually, let me show you another one where I'm gonna stamp it. I'll do another stamp one. Let's do some candy. Just candy balls, or a candy cane. You could do a candy cane. Remember the old-fashioned candy that was like the kind your grandma had at her house? Yeah, that's what that makes me think of. It's not an ornament. It's old-fashioned candy. So anyway, my ladies are going to use a half pack, and then I've cut some little white pieces for stamping in the event that you need them. The class will come with a sheet of the mini dimensionals so that you're ready to go. You would need adhesive to put your plaid pieces on, but you could also use the mini dimensionals for that. That is super simple and easy. So I still have my pack of mini dimensionals, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put all these together. I'm going to do it. Just a couple of mini dimensionals on each piece. This one's going to look like wings because I'm going to do the top and the bottom and come back and stamp it. But yesterday I made 24 tags in probably an hour. Super simple, and I wondered why I'd never bought an ephemera pack before. I have ladies who are scrapbookers who use them because they go with their things, but I had never used them, so I'm now a huge fan. So we're going to go ahead, get all that together. Some of them don't need decoration. I mean, they're ready. They're ready. The hardest part of this is the deciding which tag your little reindeer needs to go on. But I'm still using the same pack of dimensionals that I had yesterday. So like I said, this class will be a Zoom class. Anybody in the United States can do this one. And it's going to be Monday, December 16th. And if you can't do Monday, December 16th, you can easily follow along, and I can give you pictures so that you can see what we're doing. But I'm going to put that right along the bottom edge. Flip it over. Trim off this tiny little piece, and then we have a cute little bottom to our tag. and everybody needs simple. So this class, I got it designed, it's ready to go, and it's December 16th, which is right before Christmas, so it's after you bought all of your holiday presents, and it's easy to just stick the tag on the package. So cards are first, Christmas card stamp is stack, and then gift packaging, because then you're going to be buying some gifts over Black Friday, and then the tags. So try to think systematically this holiday season, because I need all the help I can get. Alright, and you can tell that I'm moving pretty quickly. So you just take your dimensionals and attach them. And they're all cute. And like I said, some of the small ones, you can use a couple to make it so it's substantial enough. Let's go like that. We've got our, so I have two that I'm going to stamp, and I'll do that next and show you. Let's see. I'm gonna play with it a little bit. You can place things lightly until you figure out where you really want to put it. I'm going to wait on this one because I'm going to put this piece over the sentiment piece. I'm going to hold on to that one. Alright, I have one of each one. I think they're all attached. My next thing I'm going to do, and I'm using a 12-inch piece of baker's twine. This baker's twine is the best thing I've got right now in my catalog. I love the peppermint gems, but guess what? They're unavailable because they're so popular. So those will be back December 23rd. December 23rd is when you're going to want to order those for next year. Alright, so I've got my twine. Hopefully my twine doesn't run out. If it does, we are so in trouble. And then it's ready to tie on to your packages. So I've got two of those. And 12 inches. I should have cut these beforehand. That takes about 5 seconds, right? But I think all three are, they're all different. The sizes are different. The tag's a little different. If you wanted to make more out of your package, you could cut those foldy ones in half and use it that way. You could use any embossing folder on your background. You could leave off the background. You could just do a piece of white cardstock on the red, or green on the red on the green, or whatever colors makes you happy. Okay, so we've got our 3 tags. And then all we have left, these are ready to go, so you just have to tie them on onto your bag or whatever you've got. I am going to stamp. I hope your day is filled with fun and laughter. I'm going to do that in garden green. I think you can see all of these. Put those on the 2 that have the smaller pieces. You could just, if you have a Merry Christmas stamp, I have to be able to see this. One. 2. Like I said, so easy. Your words can be whatever. It could say Merry Christmas. You don't have to have words. You could just write to and from on the back. If you have a to, from stamp, you could stamp it. But it's not necessary. Anybody could make these tags. Alright, so I'm still using my package dimensionals. I'm just going to put these right across the middle. And this will be way more fun when I'm just not showing you and we're all making gift tags together. Alright, I'm going to put that right there. Fun little words. Right in the middle. On this one, this is the one that I want to put that side under. And actually, I'm going to move this piece down. I didn't push it down very hard. I'm just going to move it down so that it's a little bit over my tag. Actually, put the small one down here. If you don't push your dimensional full on hard, then you can move it around. There we go. Okay, now, last thing is the gems. And these are, like I said, the iridescent foil. And they've got a little bit of shine to them. I think they'll be super fun. Put those just randomly. Try to not put it on the parts that are up. That makes it a little harder to stick. But and then that one, I'm gonna let that one go. I think the gold on that one makes its own fancy. No. There we go. Gotta decide where to put the gems. And take your pick tool. It's getting to work out this week. And then the reindeer, you can get one too, right? He's not super shiny. I'm gonna let the gold shine on that one. My wreath, I'm gonna give just a little bling right in the middle of the bow. Fruit and spices, we'll give that a couple. But the iridescent foil gems are like that, they go with it all. They make it shiny, but they add a little bit of like the neutral color, which I think is nice. And let's get our little guy here. So I haven't used even a whole package of the gems, which is pretty amazing. So, and I know I've made at least 36, but you could use the real red and white peppermints if you have them. You could use you could use rhinestones, whatever embellishment. But this class will come with the iridescent foil. So we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, what's that? There he is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just made 9 tags in 15 minutes, and then we have all the other ones that are options that we didn't make for in today's live. So I will include the links for joining this class and the other one if you are interested. I would love to have you join us either in person for the gift packaging class or online, and the this one is just online. So thank you for watching me today. I appreciate your support. Next week is Thanksgiving, and I have kids home, and my husband is off, so I will not be live next week. So I will join you back here in 2 weeks. Have a great rest of your day, and happy Thanksgiving.